It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone, and that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed.
Reels it in down the left side. Got a little space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Vols want to move quickly. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that's It's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Vols are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the scrimmage.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. If you had a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Quick completion to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run, it's Thorne. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Lining up for the PAT. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes the connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
A high kick trying to pen them deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here on third down. The snap sets up to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in pat.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about the strong safety on that? It's great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Handoff to the single running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Getting some heat. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for space. It's Thorne. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and flyers complete to the right.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wants to pass it. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
At the 20, he's got space. Delivers the contact. Touchdown, Tenn.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Pickup of 5. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Now they'll run the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Pugh. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of running room. Touchdown ball. And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point. bit more onto this huge lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And he's over 150 yards featuring this guy, featuring this weapon. You know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
70, Arizona State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. With the run on 1st and goal. Tripped up for the tackle. 2nd and goal coming up. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That's reeled in. It's Estrada.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for room. It's Thorne. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now the pitch. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like,
he lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Fires into traffic. Picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The offense starts with a short field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Let's go! They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on